So we're going to have a look at the Bible, and we're looking at the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 35 through to 42. And in my Bible it's called John's Disciples Follow Jesus, but I like to call it Who is Andrew? And you'll see why. The next day John was there again with his two disciples. When he saw Jesus passing by, he said, "Look, the Lamb of God." When the two disciples heard him say this, they followed Jesus. Turning around, Jesus saw them following him and asked, "What do you want?" They said, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" "Come," he replied, "and you will see." So they went and they saw where he was staying, and they spent the day with him. It was about 4 p.m. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, was one of the two who heard what Jesus had said and who had followed Jesus. The first thing Andrew did was to find his brother, Simon, and tell him, "We have found the Messiah, that is the Christ." And he brought him to Jesus. Jesus looked at him and said, "You are Simon, son of John. You will be called Cephas," which, when translated, is Peter. Who is Andrew, you might say? You vaguely know he's a Bible character, and you might even know he's one of Jesus' disciples, but partly because he didn't write a gospel or didn't feature much in the Bible, you could be forgiven for thinking he was somehow less important. Perhaps you think that of yourself, because you're not leading worship or a Bible group or not on any rotas at church. You might think you are less important than those who are. A story is told about a little-known preacher named Mordecai Ham, who many years ago preached the gospel in a small farming community in America. Few people have heard of Mordecai Ham, but one young man responded to the preacher and became a preacher himself. His name is Billy Graham. Billy passed away a few years ago, but he preached to millions in his lifetime, and his legacy lives on through the Organization of Samaritan's Purse that reaches people all over the globe with the good news about Jesus and with humanitarian aid, and through his son Franklin Graham, who this weekend preached to thousands in London's XL Arena. In this story from the Bible, the disciple Andrew met Jesus because of his friend John, but it was Andrew who brought Simon Peter to Jesus, and Peter became a significant leader in the early church. Andrew was as significant in the start of Christianity as Peter, just as Mordecai Ham was significant in what became the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, just as you could be significant in the next thing God does in your community. The thing is, God uses ordinary people.